Hello fellow handy people, Paul here from HBC Handyman. I'm back on Carragara Island and I'm framing the frames today. Here's one I prepared earlier, really happy with it, come up very nice. Because it's a structural frame, this is SO8, so it backs onto the saloon and that's the door into the forward cabin. So what I've used is 2 pieces of 9mm ply and I've used a 19mm framing system inside. I'm going to take you through step by step on S10 shortly how to do this. But this is basically, remember, this is a composite boat, so this is the core. So I've got a 37mm core out of plywood and timber, which I'm going to fiberglass, and it'll be super strong when it's done. Let me give you an example. I built a 38-foot shunning wilderness catamaran, and those bulkheads were around 30mm, and they had a balsa core. So yeah, this is going to be strong. So we know this side is perfectly straight. So I've cut this angle here. I just translated that here. So yeah, using a ruler, I translated this angle here onto here and then cut it on my bandsaw there. So now I've got to get this curve into this remainder here. So I'm just basically going to mark it up around the corner there. And I'll cut that out with my jigsaw. That's what I got. So now I'm going to work on this top edge again. I will just draw this line, I don't know if you can see, down under here. And you can see the frame starting to take shape now. So doing the top frame now. If I were to lay this up square, so that is use this square edge here onto this, butt it up to it basically, then I lose all this width in this timber because this panel drops away, S10 drops away. So what I've done is use this big long edge on the top of S10 here, and I'll have to cut this angle and only a little bit underneath, and obviously there, to fit the whole piece. So pretty happy with that. You can see it really starting to take shape now. I've got the top piece in, side piece. Going to do a brace across. Don't know what I'm going to do with S10 yet. It may go into a rear cabin, but I can always cut that out later. Right now I want shape and strength. So this one here is starting to look really good. Again, another structural bulkhead. It's similar to SO8. I've done it 2 9mm pieces and 19mm timber framing in the middle. I'm also going to use fiberglass and epoxy glue, and it's going to be super strong. Okay, there's S10 framing done. Looks good. Composite boat building is all about spreading the load. So see this beam here, taking that one straight down to the bottom of the boat from the bridge deck. Obviously that's all going to be glued, and I'll probably even glass inside a bit. It's definitely going to be saturated with a few layers of epoxy resin inside anyway, and then there'll be glass on the outside. So as I say, this is just my super strong core for the structural parts of the boat. Just to be a quick update, getting the framing moving now. It's starting to look really good, really pleased with this coming along. Look at the 2 front sections there. I'm making these quite meaty. 2 9mm pieces of ply, nice big 19mm thick core. Going to throw some resin in there, going to glass the outside as well. Still won't weigh too much, so I just want those to be really strong because they're the ones that are going to be pounding into all the waves up forward. So all the frames are going to be strong, but these ones I particularly want strong. Okay, so here we are. There's S2, 4 and 6. So they're my forward frames. And looking down on the floor here, I've got S10, S9 and S8. S14 is up on the bench. I'm going to frame that one up shortly. And I've only got to do S1, which is a big version of S2, which is a nice looking frame, that one, look at that. And I have to also make S15, which is basically the transom. So only a little bit of making frames to go, and I'll be able to start building the hull. Can't wait.